working in the spirit of the Golden Empire. Now, from Kern Golden Empire Television, 17 News at 6.
I'm a fifth-generation American, and if it wasn't 5 generations ago that my ancestors would have come over to the United States, and I wouldn't have had the same opportunity that I have and my children and my future generations have.
With passion, patriotism, and pride, thousands of people gathered in downtown Bakersfield to boycott against immigration reform. Good evening. It's good to have you with us for the news at 6. Today's national immigration boycott tops our newscast tonight.
Beach Park is filled with thousands of people right now as an immigration rally continues into the evening hours. Protesters began gathering at the park around 9 o'clock this morning as part of a national movement designed to show Americans how much immigrants are needed in our country.
Here for a reason. The reason is that opportunity, what our great country offers us.
Veronica Carbajal was one of the more than 3,500 people that came to Beach Park today to take part in that national movement, A Day Without an Immigrant. Today's boycott urged immigrants not to go to work or school or purchase any American-made products. In keeping with the theme of the event, Veronica Carbajal took the day off from her job as a teacher at Sequoia Middle School to support the rights of illegal immigrants. That's an issue that had many supporters getting emotional.
It is beyond me how in the year 2000 people can still have so much hate and racism and try to rob people from the right of just living, going to church, working.
We have 1.5 million Russian over here in the United States, illegal aliens, a lot of from Korea, a lot of from China. And now he's taking race only hit to the Mexicans. He don't say anything to the other people.
Police estimate around 3,500 people attended this morning's rally at Beach Park, and despite the raw emotions, it did remain peaceful.
This morning's rally caused a massive headache for drivers and throughout the afternoon as the main thoroughfares around Beach Park were shut down. Several of those streets remain closed at this hour. 17's Maya Sanchez is live now at Beach Park with the very latest for motorists.
Robin, many people continue to get off work, and as they get off work, we see that a lot of people are actually coming here to Beach Park. If you take a look behind me, you can see that the park is still packed with a very large crowd. Some of them immigrants, some of them here just to support the cause. Now, in order to maintain order, Bakersfield police have blocked off Oak Street between 21st and 24th Streets, not allowing any traffic through. Here's the reason why. The rally at Beach Park has drawn thousands of people, more participants than there are available parking spaces. Now, once participants filled up the parking here at Beach Park, they began parking around the streets in central Bakersfield. Elm and Beach Streets are lined with cars, which is likely posing an inconvenience for residents, many of whom don't have driveways and must park on the street. Now, here's some road closures for you. The left turn lane from Buck Owens Boulevard onto 24th is blocked off. Oak Street again between 21st and 24th Streets is closed in both directions. 21st between Elm and Oak is also closed. Now, the CHP expects these closures to remain in place at least until 6 p.m., possibly through 7 o'clock tonight. They also expect Highway 99 in this area to be very congested. Now, back out here live, traffic is expected to get even worse in this area since a candlelight vigil is expected to take place here shortly in just a few minutes. We're live in central Bakersfield. Maya Sanchez, 17 News.
Closed signs could be seen all over Kern County today to honor A Day Without an Immigrant. Many local store owners closing up shop, headed to Beach Park for the rally, but not everyone was quick to close their doors. 17's Katie Harlan in our news center tonight with more on that side of the story.
Jim, to work or not to work? That was the question, and today we got the answer. We headed to Lamont, where most of the Latino-owned shops were closed. But we did find a few open signs, and the merchants we talked to were very passionate about their decision.
Most days, the streets of Lamont are bustling with activity. With almost 90% of Lamont being Hispanic, it's no surprise many of the stores have closed their doors in support of immigrant rights. But look a little closer and you'll see a few lingering open signs.
If there's a right way and there's a wrong way. And I think they should just try to do it the right way.
Val Alvarez has owned the Lamont Flower Shop for more than 40 years. He's a Mexican-American who was born and raised in the U.S. He says undocumented workers should go through the same process as those who fought to be here.
They should wait in line just like everybody else. They're not special. They're nobody special. And the old days, everybody waited their turn to get their cards, and now they're spoiled, and they're having tantrums because they want theirs now.
A couple doors down, we found another open store. Santos Picantu remembers his parents struggled to get their papers, but says this is the U.S. and protesters need to respect this country.
A lot of people, they're told about, they're raising their Mexican flag. And for me, they're in the United States, raise the American flag.
Before owners closed shop Sunday, we talked to Jesus Flores, who owns a bakery in Bakersfield. He says his financial losses will be small, but hopes to make a big impact. Flores told us I could lose $100 to $200. That's nothing for me. But if it was more, I would still close. If it was thousands, I would still close because it is about support. And when my workers asked me if I was going to open tomorrow, and when I told them no, they got happy.
Shop owners in Lamont say business was relatively slow today, but that's usual for a Monday. Both Lamont business owners we talked to say it's the protesters' right to march, but it's their right to stay open. Coming up later in business news, Galen Young will talk about the economic impacts of this boycott. Jim and Robin.
All right, Katie, thank you. $28 per student per day per absence. That's how much various Kern County school officials say that local districts are losing because of the thousands of students who skipped school today to participate in the boycott. Many students across Kern County traded in their history books to be a part of some real-life history. Today's National Day of Action brought people of all ages to Beach Park, but local school administrators say missing school to participate as a political rally is an unexcused absence. Ironically, today, standardized testing continued at schools across Kern County. Administrators say education must come before those protests.
While I'm hopeful that some of the districts have delayed testing until tomorrow, but some of them may be testing today, which means that some of the kids are going to miss those testing dates, and that's very, very important that they be here.
The Kern County High School District says only 14% of students were absent. The Bakersfield City School District says about 20%, or 5,200 students, were absent in their district. Some schools in outlying areas say nearly half of their students were no-shows. If you'd like more information, you can log on to our website at kget.com.
Well, to be sure, the immigration issue has become a potent political rallying point, but also a source of debate. Emma Mojarras found her voice drowned out by the hundreds of chanting protesters along Oak Street today. But her signs conveyed her side of the story, and she says everyone needs to respect the laws of this country. Protesters at Beach Park said they want to send a strong signal to Washington lawmakers. They say undocumented workers shouldn't be viewed as criminals. But Mojarras says the protesters are sending the wrong message by backing those who break the law.
If you're not an American, try to learn English, learn the language, try to go with our rules. I mean, come on, we have the amendments for that.
People just want to be equal. People just want to be equal, treated right, not a second-class citizen.
Many of the protesters at Beach Park support an amnesty program that would allow many illegal immigrants to earn their citizenship. Mojarras supports a guest worker program that would allow illegal immigrants to work in the country for a limited period of time.
Turning now to our other top stories for this Monday, closing our